Welcome to this edition of Martini Chats.
Welcome to this edition of Martini Chats
with Jordan
and Gates. Live from Gates's kitchen.
A claim situation.
Yes, we are going to walk you through a claim scenario, which happens to have happened at my house in the past 10 days.
And is why everybody buys insurance, so that if you have a claim, you've got coverage, right? So we wanted to talk through what a claim actually physically looks like, feels like.
It's a hot mess, in case it smells a little weird. It smells better today than it did about a week ago. Funny, I mean, I've been in the insurance business for almost 9 years, but this is my first personal claim. I mean, I guess I've had auto claims, but most people have had car accidents. So anyway, this is my first homeowner's claim. We have lived in this house for 6 months. It was renovated right before we bought it. And when I say renovated, it was like flipped. So no one lived in it before we bought it. We had an inspection report done, and we knew that there was, it's an older house. It was built in 1958, I think. But everything checked out in the inspection report and everything was fine. But after we moved in, I started noticing like there was kind of a musty smell in our kitchen. And some drain flies that I couldn't get rid of that just kept coming back. And so I started looking at it with my plumber. We noticed some moisture in this room that's behind the kitchen a couple of weeks ago, and finally got them to come and look at everything. And as it turns out, there was an old piece of cast iron pipe that was not visible underneath the kitchen cabinetry, and there was a hole about this big that developed in the cast iron. And so anytime we were turning our kitchen sink on, water was pooling underneath the cabinet and running out the back of the slab here, and then running the length of the kitchen cabinets and getting pulled again by this wall, and then making its way under the wall and into this room behind the kitchen. We got the mitigation company to come out. That was our first call to get them to come and see the extent of the damage. Pretty quickly, we knew that it was going to be like somewhat significant, so we decided to go ahead and open the claim. I talked to Ann in our claims department.
Very important piece.
Yes, even we insurance people check with Ann before we file claims, and so I talked with her. We had a $2,500 deductible and decided it was going to be over that pretty quickly, so we got the adjuster out here. They have done a great job. They came out like the morning after we called them that afternoon. We hear something cranking up in here. We don't know what it is. And they came out, and so they looked at things with the restoration company. The adjuster put an estimate together for like fixing it and then putting it back together. And so then, from what I understand, there's a lot of back and forth between the adjuster and the restoration company who is going to put it all back together to figure out kind of what is it actually going to cost. When we came in here, they didn't expect this cabinetry to have to come out, and it did, so it's a little more extensive than the adjuster thought, so there's some adjusting that's going to happen. But we've had fans running and trying to get all the moisture out. They've treated what was molded behind here, and now we're just waiting for everybody to get on the same page and start the reconstruction process. We thought it'd be helpful to actually see a claim live, and why everybody it's important to not only have insurance, but to be smart about when and when not to file claims. Gates mentioned that she decided to talk to Ann and when it made sense to file a claim. But claims really can impact you for the good and for the bad. And so we always try and educate our clients. It's not that we're trying to tell people not to file claims. It's just that we want people to be smart about when to file claims. Because claims, whether it's a car accident or a home claim, will stay with you for a minute, right? You're going to see surcharges on your renewal. And not only that, from an insurability standpoint, when you shop your insurance, your claims stay on your record for 5 years. So it's really important that you're smart about when and when not to file claims, because we know the most responsible homeowners and the best of best drivers will have accidents from time to time. So we just want you to be smart and know what the process looks like, and also that we're here as a resource if you ever need us. But until next time.